Conversations with Sven, offering expert insight and guidance on topics like relating, sex, money, and the benefits of nature for well-being. Conversations with Sven. Welcome. Today is the sixth episode of Conversations with Sven, and I'm very happy today to introduce a young man who's done remarkably well in the area of finance and freeing himself to become financially free at a very young age, and has dedicated an enormous amount of focus and energy at achieving this goal, and is now guiding others in this journey towards financial freedom. I have with me today James Coursier, who's an investor, and he achieved financial freedom at the age of 34, was able to retire. He still works because he's passionate about the subject of money and educating people financially. In his journey, he went from being £34,000 in debt to being a millionaire in approximately 9 years. And I have personally in my life received a lot of guidance around investing in emotional well-being, etc., and I benefit a lot. I am passionate about the subject matter of money myself because it is a very important energy and I find it difficult. So I have brought in today an expert. James, welcome, and thank you so much for coming on this podcast.
Wow, well, that's quite the intro, Sven. It's a lot to live up to. But it's wonderful to have you to be on the podcast. Like I always say, I love having conversations with you, Sven. You're a fascinating person. It's always an interesting chat. So looking forward to getting into it today and having a really thoughtful and interesting conversation on the topic of money. What's my background? Essentially, grew up very poor in a very difficult environment. Money was a constant worry and stress, and kind of vowed from a very young age I did not want that for my life, as I grew up and became an adult and set on my own path. And I think really it's that has shaped me and has put me on a path to really want to master this area, solve the money game. To be financially free is simple, it's straightforward. To do it, though, is difficult. Money is just a tool. And for me, the main use of money is to allow myself to understand, design, and live my ideal lifestyle. The thing with this is financial independence, financial freedom, in part is practical and specific, and maybe certain numbers can facilitate that and help you get there. But in reality, it's a state of mind, it's a state of feeling. I care deeply about really helping people get clear on what is it they're struggling with in this area, how can they address it, and how can they essentially solve this money game? How can they bring financial freedom to their life? How can they design their life such that they can be more congruent with how they want to live their life?
Conversations with Sven, brought to you from a neurodiverse projector viewpoint.